कुछ
नहीं,
हाँ मम्मी को रिपीट करना।
श्री बाबा की
शुक सनकादिशेष अरुशारद बरनि पवन सुत कीरति नाई की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की बत वेद पुराण अष्टदश छया शास्त्र सब ग्रंथन को रस मुनि मन धन सन को सरबस सार अंश सम्मत सब ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की गावत संतत शंभु भवानी अरुघट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि बर्ज बखानी काग भुषुंडी गरुण के ही की आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की कलिमल हरनि विषय रस फीकी सुभग सिंगार मुक्ति जुबती की गलन रोग भव मूरियमी की तात मात स विधि तुलसी की आरती श्री रामायण की कीरति कलित ललित सिया पी की कृपाल भज मन हरण भव पय दारुणं नव कंज लोचन कंज मुख कर कंज पद कंजारुणं कंदर्प मगमित अमित च नवनील नीरद सुंदरं पटकीर्तमानं कडित रुचि शुचिनामि जनक सुतावरं भजदीन बंधु विघ्नेश गानं कीर्ति वंश निकंदनं रघुनंद सुजा शील एही भांति गौरी असीस सुनि सिहत हिय हर्षियली तुलसी भवानी पूजे पुनि पुनि मुदित मन मंदिर चली रानी गौरी अनुकूल सिय हर्षु न जाई कही मंजुल मंगल मूल बाम अंग फरगन लगे सियावर रामचंद्र की जय बोलो भाई हनुमान की जय बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम
Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Radha Damodar Radhe Radha
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात देशधारिणे गौरवाणि प्रजा निर्विशेष शून्यवादी जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
राम राम हरे हरे
Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Hari Naam Sankirtan ki.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Yeah.
Hare Krishna devotees, thank you all for coming. So the next part of Sunday Feast program is Bhagavad Gita class. Today we have a very wonderful speakers, Abhay Kulkarni Prabhu and Rohini Mataji. They don't need any introduction. They are amazing devotees in our congregation. And Prabhu and Mataji are always there to support our temple. Any service you give, they won't say no. And Abhay Prabhu is Gandharva of Austin. Gandharva means demigod of Kirtan singing. He is our Asthana, singer for our deities also in the temples, and very humble Prabhu is. And Mataji, you all know, she is a humility personified. She never says no to any service, and a wonderful cook, wonderful garland maker, a wonderful Bhagavad Gita class she gives, many more. So with that, let us welcome Abhay Prabhu and Mataji by loudly chanting Hare Krishna mantra one time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Abhay Prabhu and Mataji. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji and Mataji.
So we will start the program with singing Jai Radha Madhava song. Please participate. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana.
Yashodanandanam Brajajanaranjana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari
Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari
Jaya Gopi Janavallabha Girivaradhari.
Yashodanandana Brajajanaranjana
Yashodanandana Vrajajanaranjana.
Yamuna Tira Vanachari
Yamuna Tira Vanachari.
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe
Jaya Radha Damodar Radha Damodar Radhe.
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Shila Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol
Jai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Shri Radha Damodar ki Divine Protector Srimade Bhagavan ki Bhagavad Vani Bhagavad Gita ki युग धर्म हरि नाम संकीर्तन की शिल प्रभुपाद की निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि बोल. So Hare Krishna devotees, today is the most auspicious day of the appearance of Radha Kunda and Bahulashtami, because today is the 8th day of the most auspicious month of Kartika. So we are going to speak about these topics, and let's first say our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruvai Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandekam Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurum Vaishnavamsya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahaguna Ragunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahaguna Lalita Sri Vishakam Vitamsya. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vandavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpataru Vayasya Kripa Sindhu Bhevacha Patita Nama Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktavinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय
Om Namo Bhagavate
वासुदेवाय
Vasudevaya.
ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Hare
Vasudevaya.
Krishna, dear devotees. So first of all, we would like to express our gratitude to Satyasara Prabhu and Jai Sodhara Mataji for giving us this service and also for their guidance. We personally feel very unqualified to do this service, but with your mercy and blessings, we will try to do this for our own purification. We will be mostly speaking today from Srimad Bhagavatam and classes of senior Vaishnavas. We also pray to all Vaishnavas in the assembly to forgive us if we make any mistakes, and also we seek your blessings. So the Kartik month is going, and Kartik month is the most glorious of all the months, and it is very dear to Lord Shri Krishna. So Srimati Radharani, she is the presiding deity of this month, and whatever spiritual practices we do, they are greatly rewarded. They are multiplied by 1,000 times this month. And also this month is full of Bhakta Vatsalya. In this month we offer lamb to Lord Krishna. We glorify the pastime of Lord Krishna being bound by the ropes of Mother Yashoda. In Damodar Ashtakam we sing Iti Driksva Leelabhir Ananda Kunde Swagosham Nimajjantam Akhyapayantam. So the Krishna performs his enchanting pastime in this material world to drown his devotees in an ocean of joy. Because whenever we hear pastime of Krishna, specifically in this month, the Leela of Mother Yashoda binding Krishna, it gives joy. No matter, we heard this Leela again and again, but since it's transcendental Leela, every time we hear, we get very joyful from inside. And in this Leela, Mother Yashoda is binding Krishna out of her love. So that is the sweetness of this pastime. And several sacred festivals come in this month. Damodar Leela, Diwali, Govardhan Puja, Gopashtami, and today is Baulashtami. And this day Radha Kund appeared. So we'll talk about this pastime today. And so when we practice bhakti in our life, many obstacles comes. Some obstacles are within us, like anger, lust, greed, and some obstacles are outside us, which distract us from our bhakti. And demons in Krishna Leela, they represent those distractions that we face in bhakti. So what happens when we hear such transcendental pastimes of Krishna, Krishna killing demons, then our heart is purified of contamination, because Lord is absolute. There is no difference between Lord's pastime and Lord. So when we hear those pastimes, it purifies us. And we should hear these pastimes with emotions. We should not just hear them as a narration, because these are transcendental pastimes. So when we hear with absorption, and with emotions, then we have that change of consciousness. Then we will feel the purification from inside. We will feel the joy from inside. So these pastimes should always be heard with emotions. And we should get absorbed in the Leela. When the Leela is happening, when we read Leela from Srimad Bhagavatam or when we hear Leelas, so we should try to absorb ourselves in that Leela. Like Kulashekara, King Kulashekara. Like he was so absorbed in reading Ramayana. When he used to hear Ram Katha, he used to feel as if he is there. Like when he was being read Ramayana by a guru, and they were talking about the pastime where Lord Ram left for the forest and Lakshmana was left to guard Mother Sita. And as soon as he heard that, King Kulshekar, he said, oh, I should go there. Lord Ram is alone. Even though Lord Ram has a chakra, but there are a lot of demons out there. So that is the mood. That is the mood we should hear Krishna Katha with full absorption. So today we will talk about the Krishna Leela of Krishna killing Arishtasura demon. So we all know that Kamsa was trying to kill Krishna and Balram, and he was sending demons one after another. He sent Putna, Shakatasura, Trinavata, and Krishna was killing them all. And now this time Kamsa sent Arishtasura, a very powerful demon, to Vrindavan to kill Krishna. So that demon took form of a bull, and he was so intoxicated with power, and he took very powerful form. Like, he thought he would scare everyone with that, and he came to Vrindavan village. He came in the evening time, twilight time, and he had a gigantic body and a sharp horns. His horns were like spear, and the hump that a bull has, it was so high that like clouds mistook it to be a mountain peak. Like it was as high as mountain. So you can imagine how gigantic this bull demon was who came to Vrindavan. And when he was galloping, the whole land, it appeared to tremble with his gallop. It was so powerful that everyone was feeling as if earthquake is going to come. And his eyes, they were impossible to look at. And he was glaring and scaring everyone. And he was also holding his tail twirled up in a great pride. So basically what he was doing is, when he was entering Vrindavan, he was showing all his powers. So when we have some abilities or some capabilities, we want to like to show off. So that is the mentality Arishtasura is representing here, that he had so much power. So he wanted to show off, like entering, see, this is who I am. So that is what he was doing here. So, but we should not forget that the abilities, the power, it is all given by Krishna. It is all given by God. And it should be used in Krishna's service. So we should have this mentality. Whenever we have any power, whenever we have any ability, so we should always be humble, thinking these are the gifts given to us by Krishna. So, but Arishtasura, he came to kill Krishna. So he had these powers, but instead of using them in service of Krishna, he wanted to kill Krishna. So seeing Arishtasura, all the innocent boys, cows, gopas, they were terrified. And by his loud roaring, the pregnant women and cows, they had miscarriages. So imagine how loud he was roaring. And in Vrindavan, everyone lives in harmony, because the center of attraction for Vrindavan is Krishna. So there is no disturbance at all, because everyone is happy there. But when Arishtasura came, his attraction was not Krishna. So he was self-centered. He was focused on himself, his power to kill Krishna. So it disturbed all the Vrindavan. And what did Vrajvasis do? They took shelter of Krishna. They cried out to Krishna, 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 help us. Because they were so fearful, they couldn't speak. So they just could chant the names of the Lord. So whenever we are in trouble or any hardship, we should take shelter of Lord's name. We should, and Krishna says that if you are conscious of me, then you will pass over all the obstacles of conditioned life by Lord's grace. So whenever we should always chant names whenever we are in trouble, like Vrajvasis. That is the consciousness Vrajvasi had. And then Krishna told them, don't be afraid. And he calmed them. And then Krishna chastised the demon. He said, you fool, you are frightening the cowherd community when I am here to punish miscreants like you. Because Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. He comes to protect devotees and also to kill miscreants like Arishtasura. And Krishna became very angry with demons because he was chastising, because Arishtasura was giving trouble to all Vrajvasis and cows. which were very dear to Krishna. So then Krishna made, so Arishtasur looking at Krishna, he made a loud sound. Then Krishna made even louder sound. Then Krishna was slapping his arms with his palm. And imagine like Arishtasura is a huge giant demon, but Krishna is a cowherd boy. He's a young cowherd boy, about around 8 years old. So, but his Krishna's roarness was more loud than Arishtasura. So Arishtasura was irritated because he came there to scare Krishna. He thought, oh, he's little boy, so I will just kill him. But he was surprised that Krishna is not scared of him. And then Krishna showed no anxiety and fear. In fact, Krishna put his arm on his friend's shoulder and he was just relaxed and he was smiling. So that is the, when someone is trying to anger you and you just give back in a smile. So it angers that person more that, I am trying to scare and he's trying to smile. So that's what Arishtasura did. He felt insulted and then he got provoked because demons, they want to show their powers, right? And his power had no effect here because Krishna was there. And he thought he could destroy Krishna. But then he charged towards Krishna. But Krishna then effortlessly, he took horns of Arishtasura, he knocked him down and then broke one of his horns. And then Krishna trashed him like a wet cloth. Now in India, you all know when we wash clothes, we have seen that we beat clothes around the rock and just to clean the cloth. So the dirtier it is, the harder we beat. So that's what Krishna did with Arishtasura. He was just beating him like a wet cloth. And then in the end, he stuck Krishna with the horn that Krishna broke. He stuck Arishtasura with that and Arishtasura died, vomiting blood. So Srila Jiva Goswami says that the horn, Arishtasura, bull have pride in their horns because they were very sharp horns. So he was running to Krishna to kill him. So Krishna, what did he do? He took that horn and he killed Arishtasura. So when we become very proud of our abilities, then actually those abilities itself become cause of our trouble. And then Krishna humbles us through situations. So we should be very careful that we have to be always using everything that we got in service of Krishna. And then according to Bhakti Vinod Thakura, Arishtasura represented false dharma. So what is real dharma? Real dharma is to serve Lord, is to love Lord. But Arishtasura, and dharma is represented by bull. Why? Because in India and everywhere we know that bull is used to plow lands and to make it fertile. Because when bull plows the land, it makes the land fertile, where the seeds can be grown and plant can be planted. So just like that, bull plows the land. So if we follow dharma, then it makes our heart fertile and where we can plant the seed of bhakti and we can achieve the love. So that's why bull is the representation of dharma. But here, Arishtasur was not representing real dharma. He was representing false dharma. His intentions malicious because outside he had a form of a bull, but inside his heart was filled with malicious intention. So that's what happened. Like we may dress up as a devotee, we may have, you usually get attracted to external forms. Oh, he is a devotee. Like how do you identify devotees? First, you identify is by looking at their form. But actually what devotion is what is inside your heart. Because when we are practicing dharma, and we are not following it inside, then we are also not, we are like Arishtasura. We are proud of it. The more thing is Arishtasur had these qualities and he was proud of it. So if we are doing this and we feel proud, even if someone corrects us, we say, no, I am a devotee, like we don't accept that. So that is what Arishtasura represented here. So after this pastime, a beautiful and very sweet incident took place. So Krishna killed Arishtasura, and then Krishna, before this, he was planning to meet gopis near Vrindavan, Govardhan hill. So Arishtasura came, so there became obstacle and he couldn't go. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter 36, text 15, it beautifully explains how Lord Krishna killed powerful demon and he was hard like a thunderbolt. And at the same time, that same Krishna which was hard like a thunderbolt, he is the festival for the eyes of our gopis. Like, it says here that Gopinam Nayanotsav, that Krishna and gopis are waiting for Krishna. So that for demon he was a death personified, and for gopis he is the festival. So that is Krishna. He reciprocates according to our attitude, according to our... Aristasur came to kill Vrindavan Vasis, to kill Krishna, so he reciprocated, he chastised him and killed him. But gopis, they are reciprocating out of their loving feelings. They have unconditional love for Lord. So Krishna is reciprocating to their love. So that is Krishna. That is Krishna Lila, how sweet it is. And from Purana, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he quoted 20 verses describing the joking conversation between Srimati Radharani and Krishna that took place after Krishna killed Aristasura. And in text 16 of this chapter, this conversation is quoted, which describes the origin of Radha Kund and Sham Kund. And these pastimes, when we hear specifically when Krishna Krishna and Gopis pastime, we should understand that these are not material pastime, because they have unconditional love for their Lord. They desire nothing for themselves. They sacrifice everything for Lord, which is the highest stage of bhakti, which we aspire to be. So these pastimes are not ordinary pastimes. They are always on the spiritual plane. In fact, we need bona fide ears even to hear these pastimes. So, because gopis have pure love for Krishna without any material contamination. So we should practice bhakti first, follow rules, regulations, and then we should do sadhana, and then we should come to these pastimes. We should not just start reading and relishing, because first we have to do sadhana and purify ourselves to make ourselves bona fide to hear this pastime. So in this pastime, coming back to our pastime, Krishna went to Srimati Radharani and gopis, and he said, okay, now I came here. So then Srimati Radharani, to increase the sweetness of pastime, she said, now Krishna, we are not going to associate with you. Then Krishna said, what happened? Then Radharani said, oh, you killed a male cow. You have been contaminated by sin. You will have to undergo atonement. Krishna said, but Aristasura was not a bull. He was a demon in the form of a bull. You saw how much havoc he created. Then Srimati Radharani said, don't you know the story of Vritrasura? So she is trying to logic Krishna. She is, and he was a demon, but when Lord Indra killed him, even he had to do tapasya. Since Vritrasura was the son of Brahmana, so he did tapasya. That's how Aristasura, even though he is demon, but he is a bull representing dharma. So you are Gopal, you should protect them, and you are killing bull. So, and this is out of teasing Krishna. She is just, and Krishna is also reciprocating to their playful desire. It's not that Krishna is contaminated, Krishna is sinful, because Krishna is source of purity. And in Ishopanishad, Krishna is called as Apapa Viddham. Sin cannot touch him. So there is no question of Krishna being affected by sin. He is Shuddham, he is most purified. But what is Krishna doing here? He is reciprocating with the playful desire of gopis. So Krishna reciprocates. Whatever way we approach Krishna, to Aristasura, he reciprocates by killing him, and to gopis, he is playing along with him to, that is to increase the sweetness of pastime. So then gopis said, now you must purify. So Krishna agrees, okay, I'll purify myself. So what I should do? Then they say, now you have to go throughout the entire universe and to all the holy places, and you have to take bath. Then you will be free of the sin. Then Krishna didn't want to leave Vrindavan. So Krishna said, I'm not going to go. I will call all the holy places here. So then Krishna stuck his heel on the ground of the Vraja, and immediately a kund was created. And then he invoked river from all the pilgrimages. All the holy rivers came there. And then water came in that kund. So then Krishna said to gopis, see, I have kund, I have water. Then Gopi says, we don't see any holiness in this. How do you prove this is water from holy river? Then Krishna told holy rivers, then the holy places came personified. They joined their hands and then they said, I am Ganga, I am Prayagraj, I am Yamuna, I am Saraswati, I am ocean of milk. And then they offered their obeisances to Krishna, and then gopis agreed. And then they filled Krishna's kund with nectarian water. Now here, we have to see that in fact the rivers became more holier. It's not that Krishna got purified, but rivers felt fortunate that they came to Vrindavan because of this, and they became more holier by touch of Lord's lotus feet. And they worship Krishna by their arms, like by their waves, Krishna's lotus feet, and they offered their flowers to Krishna. So now Krishna came, he took his bath and he came. And now Krishna became very proud. He said, see, I have taken my bath and I am ready. And also, now I cannot play with you because you are contaminated. You did not see. I created this holy place. I created a place of pilgrimage. What did you do? You never did anything. You never visited any holy place in your life, and moreover, you sided with a bull who was a demon. So you sided with a demon. So you are contaminated. So Radharani, Srimati Radharani said, okay, so we will, so Krishna said, please come in my kund and take a bath. So Srimati Radharani said, your kund is infected by sin of a killing cow. So we are not going to go in your kund, but we will make our own kund. And then Srimati Radharani and gopis, she saw Arishtasura's hoof. When Arishtasura came, that he was so huge that there was a big hole, like ditch created there. And then the gopis started using that and they started digging it with their soft hands, with their bangles and this. And Srimati Radharani had millions of gopis with her. Like she was not also a lot of gopis digging that pool. So within an hour, the kund was created. Then Krishna said, wow, that is a nice pond, but you have no water. So you can fill water with my kund. Then again Srimati Radharani said, no Krishna, since water from your pond is contaminated by a terrible sin of killing cow, I will have my gopis bring water from Manasa Ganga. Manasa Ganga comes from the Govardhan hill. So she said it's nearby, so I'll have millions of gopis with me. So we all will make a human chain and we will fill this kund in no time. Then Krishna requested representatives of all holy places because Krishna didn't want gopis to do all this work. So then he requested representative to approach Srimati Radharani. Then he came in front of Srimati Radharani and he, with tears in the eyes, he began praying to Srimati Radharani that you are most supreme, worshipable of all personalities, and Lord Hari is always subordinate to your love. That is the position of Radharani. Even Lord is subordinate to her. And even Lord Brahma, Lord Shiva, Lord Goddess and Lakshmi cannot understand your glories. So Lord Krishna has given us his grace, but please we desire for your grace, Srimati Radharani. And then Srimati Radharani, being compassionate by nature, she asked, so what do you want? So please tell me your desire. And then they said, please allow us to fill your kund. And then Srimati Radharani agreed to that. And the water from Krishna's kund, that is Sham kund, forcibly broke the boundaries and it's filled the Radha kund with water. So that is the appearance of Radha kund. And then Lord Hari said, my dear Radha, may this pond of yours become even more world-renowned than mine. So today we can see, like we had in the WhatsApp group, they didn't say it's a Radha Kund and Sham Kund appearance day. It's a Radha Kund appearance day because that's what Krishna gave the benediction, that it will be remembered from your name, your pond. And indeed, the lake is very dear to me as you are. So that is the position of lake, that it is as dear to Krishna as Srimati Radharani. So I would His Holiness Radhanath Swami very nicely, he quoted this, and I would like to say this because when I was reading this pastime, I was thinking why Radharani chose Arishtasur's hoof print. He is a demon to make lake, right? Such a holy place, which is the holiest in the world, is made from the hoof print of Arishtasura. He is a demon. So His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj very nicely explains that what was the emblem of the darkest, most terrible thing. They were used as a basis to create what was supposed to be Radha Kund, the kind and the holiest place in the creation. So whenever we turn to Krishna, Krishna can transform the worst scenario to best scenario. So obstacle, challenges and difficulty, whatever we feel, they become beautiful if we take shelter of Krishna. So this is how Radha Kund appeared, and we can learn so many lessons from it. And now Abhay Prabhu will further describe Radha Kund.
So Hare Krishna, it's such a sweet pastime, right? We can keep hearing this all day. So please don't blame us if we go overboard with this, and then cross the time limit. So since we are here in Austin, Texas, we cannot take a darshan of Radha Kunda, so we try to bring it virtually at least. We can take a darshan of Radha Kunda. Shri Radha Kunda ki jai. So let's look at some references from the scriptures. So we can repeat these verses. So first one is from the Padma Purana. So we can go line by line. Yatha Radha Priya Vishnu.
Yatha Radha Priya Vishnu.
Tasya Kundam Priyam Tatha.
Tasya Kundam Priyam Tatha.
Sarva Gopishu Saivaika.
Sarva भूतेषु सैवैका
Vaishnava Vallabha.
विष्णोरत्यन्तवल्लभा.
So the translation is, just as Srimati Radharani is most dear to Lord Krishna, so her lake known as Radha Kunda is also very dear to him. Of all the gopis, Srimati Radharani is certainly the most beloved. The next one we are going to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila 18.8. It's a different meter. Saba gopi haite Radha Krishnera preyasi.
सब गोपी हैते राधा कृष्णेरा प्रेयसी.
Taiche Radha Kunda Priya Priyera Sarasi.
तैचे राधा कुंड प्रिया प्रियेरा सरसी.
So of all the gopis, Radharani is the dearmost. Similarly, the lake known as Radha Kunda is very dear to the Lord because it is very dear to Srimati Radharani. And then this one is from Srila Rupa Goswami's writings from Upadekshamrita. And this confirms the superiority of Radha Kunda. So I'll just read this. The holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha, the transcendental world, because the Lord appeared there. Superior to Mathurapuri is the transcendental forest of Vrindavan because of Krishna's Ras Leela pastimes. And superior to the forest of Vrindavan is Govardhana hill, for it was raised by the divine hand of Sri Krishna and was the site of his various loving pastimes. And above all, the super excellent Sri Radha Kunda stands supreme, for it is overflooded with the ambrosial nectarian prema of the Lord of Gokula, Sri Krishna. So, Sri Radha Kunda ki jai. So, very, very fortunate we are, here to sit down and hear about Radha Kunda and in the past time. What happened is, after Lord Krishna, he completed his pastime on the face of this planet, and he went back to his abode. In the due course of the time, all the different places in the Vrindavan, they were slowly forgotten or disappeared. Until 500 years ago, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is Lord Krishna himself, appeared on this planet. So we're going to talk about like how Radha Kunda was, discovered. So we all know that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like his mind was always absorbed, in Krishna. So once when he was in the Jagannath Puri, he decided to visit Vrindavan. So Chaitanya Charitamrita described that when he started for Vrindavan, his loving ecstasy increased 100 times. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is already in ecstasy. But when he started for Vrindavan, his ecstasy increased by 100 times. When he reached Mathura, it increased by 1,000 times. And when he reached Vrindavan, it increased by 100,000 times. So such a love the Lord had for Vrindavan. So now you can imagine how ecstatic Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would be. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Vrindavan, he started visiting different places. He was very ecstatic, full of love. So then he visited a place called Bahulavana. So this is the map I put together. See, this is how far the starting point is Jagannath Puri. That's where, in the middle we have the Vrindavan. So this is a map, but in the old times, people would just probably walk around, or take bullock or something. But it's far away. It takes months for them to get there. So when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu reached Bahulavana, as soon as he reached Bahulavana, all the cows who were grazing in the forest, they surrounded him. And all of them started mooing loudly. And they came to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and they started licking him. And Lord, out of love, he started petting them. The bumblebees and the parrots in the forest, they started, singing in the loud voices. The peacocks started dancing. The trees and the creepers in the forest, they started offering flowers, fruits, honey to the Lord. So the whole thing became ecstatic. Like everything which is animate and inanimate, it kind of started showing affection to the Lord. So as you can see here, in these two pictures, this is the left side is Lord Krishna, in that forest, and the right side is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. there is not much difference, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Lord Krishna. So it's like, everything which is animate and inanimate, over there in that forest, they started thinking, they found a old lost friend, like they were familiar with Krishna, but they could find like that love, that affection in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And all of them started showing that affection to him. Out of ecstasy, Lord Chaitanya started saying, Krishna Balo, that means chant Krishna, chant Krishna. And everyone started chanting the same, So Lord Krishna started, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started dancing, he was crying out of ecstasy. And then he was hugging, all the animals. So, this way, like everyone was attracted to Lord Chaitanya. So Lord Chaitanya continued, and once he visited Govardhan, and then from there is a reference in the Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Lila that after he visiting Govardhan, he arrived a place called Arit Grama. So this place called Arit Grama is also called Arishta Grama. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu knew that this is the place where Lord Krishna killed Arishtasura. So he went to that village, he inquired to the villagers about Radhakunda and Shamakunda, but nobody knew about it. Nobody could tell him anything. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is omniscient, he knows everything. So what he did is he walked around, and there were like 2 small ponds of water in the paddy fields. And he went there and he could know that those 2 small ponds were indeed the Radhakunda and the Shamakunda. So he became ecstatic. He jumped into the pond and he started taking a bath. He came out, he took the mud from the pond, he started applying on his body as tilak. And then he, on the shore, he was dancing. He started saying prayers about the glorifying Radhakunda. Everybody over there, they were astonished because they did not know that, those 2 little ponds, that were there in the back of their paddy field where they were taking their, their goats and their cattle around were actually the Radhakunda and the Shamakunda. So this is how, the Radhakunda and Shamakunda found. This is where the place where all the sweet pastimes, they happened, like the Julan Leela or the swing pastime, the boat pastime, the water sporting pastimes, the holy Leela or throwing colors on each other, and many others. All those pastimes took care over there. So Srimati Radharani is great, and then her kunda or her pond is as great as Srimati Radharani. But the credit of this discovery goes to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So what do we learn from this? What we learn from this is, Lord wants to attract, all of us. So sometimes, he comes down to this earthly planet, he does his pastimes, his leelas, and then he also comes to show us or remind us about those. That way we can hear about them, we can feel, that sweetness of the pastime, and we can, get attracted, towards him, and that's what a pure devotee is doing. Pure devotee is connected to the Lord. He's always connected to Krishna. Just like nowadays, we everybody talks about the air tag. Like air tag is always connected. I know where my baggage is, because so the air tag is always connected to the phone. So similarly, a pure devotee is always connected to the Krishna. So we have to take shelter of a pure devotee, because a pure devotee is the only thing that would help us connect back to the Krishna. So today is also the day of Bahula Ashtami. So Ashtami is 8. So today is the 8th day of the Kartik. So this is a picture of the on the bank of Shamakunda in Vrindavan. So it shows, a cow, a calf, Lord Krishna, and a Gopa or a Brahmin. So it is so the appearance of Lord Kunda, or whenever it was discovered, it is commonly referred also as Bahulashtami. So the original Radhakunda and Shamakunda, they appeared in the month of Chaitra, which is March and April, like when the Arishtasura was killed. But when it was discovered, that was discovered in the month of Kartik, which is October and November. So that's why there are 2 days on the day of the Bahulashtami. So Bahulashtami is a very beautiful pastime. It is about a cow called Bahula. And so this is described in the Padma Purana. So this cow, Bahula, was happily grazing in the forest. And the tiger came and then he grabbed her. And the cow was scared, and then knowing like her death was imminent, she made a request to the tiger that I have a small calf at home. If you kill me, my calf will die of hunger. So please let me go back home and feed my calf, and then I promise I will come back, and then you can kill me. So the tiger agreed. So think about it, like, can you convince a tiger to not kill you? But, in this place you can. So anyway, so the cow went back home. She fed the calf, and while she was doing that, the calf could sense, like his mother is not happy, as she is always. And so he started asking, what is going on? Why are you sad? And then the master of the cow happens to come by, and then he also noticed that. So both of them were asking, and then the cow told them what happened. So both of them, they kind of had pity on the cow, that, well, this is what has happened to her. So out of, selfless love, they offered that, maybe they can also come with the cow. And then either get eaten by the tiger or, or maybe help her, not get eaten. So they all came back to the forest, to the tiger, and the tiger was ecstatic because it is buy one get two free, right? So then in front of tiger they started all putting their reasons. Well, the master said, well, you want to eat the cow, but I'm the master of the cow, so maybe you can eat me. And then the calf has its reason, and then so all of them were reasoning, and then the tiger was trying to contemplate, and in the meantime Lord Krishna appeared. And because Lord Krishna is he's the deity, he's the guardian deity of that place, of the Dhamma. So Lord Krishna appeared there, and then he instructed the tiger that if he listens to this request, then I'll bless you. And then the tiger obliged, and then he freed the cow. So everyone was happy, but the cow. Lord Krishna was pleased with the cow because of her honesty and integrity. So he named that forest as Bahulavan. So Bahulavan is one of the 12 forests in the Vrindavan. And then he also blessed the cow to become one of his consorts. So, that way he would become Krishna's wife. And then this whole pastime happened on the 8th day of the Kartika month. So that's why we call it Bahulashtami. And the tiger in this story was no other than the Dharma personified, who wanted to test the honesty of the cow. So, very sweet pastime. And then for Vaishnavas, this particular forest, Bahulavan, is very, very sacred because Radha Kunda is a part of the Bahulavan. So what do we learn from here? Like, as Rohini was saying, like, in Vrindavan, everything is in harmony. There is no enmity. In this world, we see that there is a lot of enmity, like there are wars going on, there is discrimination, people are trying to exploit each other, anger, greed, but that's not the consciousness which is there in Vrindavan. So what we have to do is we have to lead our lives in Krishna consciousness, we have to advance in Krishna consciousness, because that's how we learn, how to live in harmony. There is no enemy of a devotee. A devotee leaves everyone with harmony. Like we see that picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, like, even the animals, they can understand, they are not scared. And again, this pastime also proves that Lord Krishna is the protector of the cow. We say the prayer like Go Brahmana Hitaya Cha. So we should try our best to protect cows. Anything that we can do, Lord Krishna would be very pleased with us. So what happens on this day in Vrindavan? On this Bahulashtami day, all the people who are doing this pilgrimage, thousands of them, they gather around the banks of Radhakund. And at the midnight, 12 o'clock, they want to take a bath in the Radhakund. Because that when you do that, you quickly attain the Krishna Prema. And they also bring a lot of offerings with them. They bring like fruits, flowers, lamps, sweets, all those things. And on the top of that, they also offer their mind, body, and soul. And that is important than the material things, because that's what is actually needed, just not the external thing. And then they glorify the Radhakunda, because it is so dear to Srimati Radharani. So when we talk about Radhakunda, we should talk about the consciousness, in which we should visit the Radha Kunda, or um, um, or the taste or the level of devotion that we should have in that. And when we talk about that, we always talk about Raghunath Das Goswami, because of a couple of reasons. Raghunath Das Goswami was instrumental in renovating the Radha Kunda. And also, there are pastimes that proves the consciousness that he had. So, Raghunath Das Goswami was a very intimate associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He spent 16 years with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ended his pastimes on this planet, Raghunath Das Goswami was in an intense mood of separation. So, in that intense mood of separation, he came to Vrindavan, and then he started living near the bank of Radhakunda. Even at that time, the Radhakunda was very small. So it was just like 12 feet by 12 feet, just as big as this room. So many times Raghunath Das Goswami would have a desire that, maybe this Radhakunda become bigger, but then, he would chastise himself because there were no funds to do that. So once this happened, that there was a wealthy businessman, he was doing a pilgrimage. He was doing some austerities, and Lord Krishna came in his dreams, and then he instructed him that go to Raghunath Das Goswami in Vrindavan and give your wealth to him. And if he doesn't remember or he doesn't recall you, tell him this is for the renovation of Radhakunda and Shyamakunda. So the businessman comes to Vrindavan, he finds Raghunath Das Goswami, he tells him about the dream, and he offers his wealth. Well, Raghunath Das Goswami gets the clue, and then he accepts the wealth, and then that's how the Radhakunda and Shyamakunda were renovated. So we see that the desire of a pure devotee is always it never goes in vain. That was the desire of Raghunath Das Goswami, and then Krishna fulfills it. I was reading when Srila Prabhupada was coming to United States on the Jaladuta, he wrote this song, Krishna Tava Punya Have Bhai. One of those lines is Vaishnavera Ichcha Purna Hoy. The Vaishnava's desire is always fulfilled. So that's what happened. So Raghunath Das Goswami lived a very austere life, very, very austere life. He would not live in a shelter. He would always live below a tree. So someday he is below this tree, someday another tree. And he would spend all his time in the devotional service. He would rest only for 90 minutes, and someday he would even skip that. He would eat only one leaf cup of buttermilk every day. So very, very austere life. So one day, we'll talk about two pastimes of Raghunath Das Goswami. So one day, when he was in a deep meditation on Krishna, near the bank of Radhakunda, two tigers came, and they started drinking water from the pond. So Raghunath Das Goswami did not realize, because he was in a deep meditation. So Lord Krishna appeared there, and he stood there protecting the devotee. And then while this was happening, Sanatana Goswami happened to watch this scene, and he was astonished that Lord Krishna is protecting Raghunath Das Goswami. And then Lord Krishna looked at Sanatana Goswami and smiled. And after the tigers left, Lord Krishna disappeared. So Sanatana Goswami approached Raghunath Das Goswami, and then he advised him to at least get a shelter, because you don't want to engage Lord in your service. And in another occasion, Raghunath Das Goswami, he sat in a deep meditation in the midday sun. It was very, very hot, but it did not affect Raghunath Das Goswami. He was in absorbed in this deep devotional meditation. And then Radharani happened to pass by, and then she used her cloth to shade Raghunath Das Goswami. I'm going to show you these pictures here. So it's the picture on the right. So she was trying to shade Raghunath Das Goswami using her clothes. And again, Sanatana Goswami happened to witness that. Radharani herself was drenched in perception, but she was trying to protect Raghunath Das Goswami. And then, and after that, after some time, Srimati Radharani left. And at that time, Sanatana Goswami went back to Raghunath Das Goswami again. He said, at least you should not employ Radharani in your own service. But this time, Raghunath Das Goswami complied. He built a small bhajan kutir for him, and that is near the bank of Radhakunda over there. So the thing is that we talk a little bit about the consciousness. Like we'll just try to understand using a small example. What should be the consciousness that we should have about Radha Kunda? Like, some people just want to go there and jump in the Radha Kunda, or like start living near the Radha Kunda. But, the example that we would use is, I was just thinking this on my way here. So if you take a piece of rock and you take a piece of sponge and put them in the water, which would absorb more water? Like the sponge. So that's the consciousness, we should have. We should not, we have to have a very high level of consciousness to, to have that respect for the Radha Kunda. There is no difference between Radha Kunda and Srimati Radharani. So, that's how, that's the consciousness we should have. Like a lot of people visit Dham and they are deterred because, they come across a lot of material discomforts. Like there is lack of water or electricity. Or sometimes like people do pilgrimage. They have to answer nature's call in the open. And then the hogs are waiting there for opportunity. So, a lot of difficulties. So the thing is that these mundane difficulties, we should be able to get over them, because that's not how you will realize the Dhamma. We should have our consciousness focused on the Krishna, not on the small difficulties that we have. We should, austerity is a jewel of the devotee. So we should be able to have austerity. Our focus should be on Krishna. We should chant our rounds. We should serve Vaishnavas, and only then the Dhamma will show, its real, a real flavor to you. Otherwise, you will be repelled. So, when some devotees wanted to go and live near the Radha Kunda, and Srila Prabhupada discouraged that, because he wanted to make sure that you should be in that consciousness. Like we just heard about the life of Raghunath Das Goswami. That's the consciousness what should need. Srila Prabhupada said it is okay, like if you take like some drops of the Radha Kunda and sprinkle on your head, and I think that's respectful. And lastly, this is a letter, and I want to show you this because this Radha Kunda is the cradle of ISKCON. Because Srila Prabhupada received instruction to print books on the bank of the Radha Kunda. So in this letter, he is referring here, the Prabhupada, he is referring to his spiritual master, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. So seeing that in my last meeting with him, Radha Kunda, he advised me to print some books, if I get money. I took it very seriously, and by his grace, now we have published my translations of Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Upadeshamrita, everything. So all these books that we are reading here and trying to get this knowledge, that comes from the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, and also the Radha Kunda. So, that's why we are indebted to Sri Radha Kunda. So, let's finish this class by singing this song. So, we'll sing this song. Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Krishna Jaya Vrindavan Shri Govinda Gopinath Madana Mohan.
Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan. Shama Kunda Radha Giri Govardhan Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan. One more time. Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Kalindi Jamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan.
Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan Kalindi Yamuna Jaya Jaya Mahavan.
Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe Jaya Radhe Jaya Radhe
Jaya Radhe Jaya Shri Radhe.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Radha Kunda ki Jai. Thank you so much, devotees. Hare Krishna. I just will try and please help us.
Hare Krishna devotees here and online. If you have any questions, please raise your hand.
So I've heard some explanations on this, but I would love for clarification. Few months ago, we celebrated Purushottam Mas, Adhik Mas, which comes once in 3 years. And we shared with everyone, this is Krishna's most dear month. This is Krishna's month himself. Every year we celebrate Kartik, and we learn that Kartik is Krishna's favorite month because this is Radharani's month. So I've tried to research and learn on my own, but I want to be sure my understanding is correct, and maybe others also have this question as to, so are we saying Purushottam month is, Krishna's most favorite month, or is it Kartik month?
I think this is the most auspicious month because it's Radharani's month. So Krishna is more merciful. Purushottam month also, which is the best? So there's a best, more best, most best. So in spiritual realm, everything is best. So you can put a hierarchy, 1, 2, 3. It's all 1, 2, 3, like this. It's not like down below. So Kartik month is the most favorite month of Krishna because it's Radharani's month. That's what I heard from my superiors. Yeah. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Any other question?
I was just meditating on the last time that I was in Radhakund, and I visited Raghunath Goswami's little house, which is right next to a Goshala. So every time you go there, the pujari there that takes care of his room to this day, he always makes you a fresh glass of buttermilk right then and there, because the cows is, to get to his little home from Radhakund, you actually have to pass the little Goshala. So everybody partakes on that, and then you get to go into his room and chant, and he gives you a little bit of maha besides that. So I hope everybody gets that, to get to go to Radhakund. Dinabandhu Prabhu in Vrindavan always, if you request him, he'll make arrangements the next day and do a whole parikrama Radhakund and take you to every single home and temple room, and it's very nice. And Prabhu says, take reverence by only never put your feet in Radhakund. Just, you can dip your head in Radhakund, but don't do like me and slip and fall in. But yeah, so I didn't have a question. I was just remembering that nice memory of going there and, partaking in that, taking fresh buttermilk. So very nice pastimes in Radhakund.
Jai. How many of us have been to Radhakund? Yeah. Jai. Well, today we pray to Srimati Radharani that sometime in this lifetime, we could go to Radhakunda and, get some drops of water on our head. And if you have been already there, it doesn't matter if you get some more. So. Shamakund, oh. Jai. If you remind me, I'll bring. I have a big bottle. Oh wow, Jai. All right. So now after the program, you know who you need to go to.
So, Prabhu, I have a question. Like, I joined little late. So, what is the pastime like? How was Radha Kund formed?
How was the Radha Kund formed?
Yeah.
So.
Just a brief.
Yes, brief. Actually, Arishtasura was a demon who came to kill Krishna in Vrindavan. So, Arishtasura came and Krishna killed Arishtasura. He's a bull. Took a form of a bull, which is a cow, a male cow. So then after that, Krishna went to have his, to Radharani and gopis near Govardhan Hill. Then they said to Krishna, "We won't play with you because you killed a cow." So then Krishna said, "It's a bull." Like said, it was demon. It was demon in form of a bull. So, but they said, "No, you have to take bath and you have to purify yourself." So Krishna is already purified, but they were Krishna was reciprocating to their loving desire. So then Krishna, with the heel of his foot, he created a pond, and then in that he invoked all the holy. So Radharani said that you have to go to all holy places in the entire three worlds to purify yourself. So then Krishna invoked all the holy places there, and then he made a kund, which is Sham Kund. And then Krishna told Srimati Radharani and gopis, "Now you also purify because you are contaminated. You are siding the demon now." So you sided the demon. So then they also, so they said, "No, we will not bathe in your kund. We will make our own kund." So then Krishna said, "Okay, then Radharani." So Arishtasur, when he came, he was a huge demon, bull demon. So so his footprint was there near Shamkund. So Radharani, they dig there only, and in an hour they made their own pond. And then Krishna told, "You can take water from my pond," but they said, "No, we will bring water." And then Krishna told the holy rivers to go to Srimati Radharani, and then they requested Radharani to please accept our water and give us mercy. So then they accepted that, and then the water from Sham Kund went to Radha Kund, and that was the appearance of Radha Kund in Vrindavan.
Thank you, Mataji.
May I make a one quick comment, Prabhu and Mataji, on Baulastami? So, yeah, of course, we can take water from Radha Kund and put it on your head, very auspicious. And Baulastami, you can take bath, but with the spiritual master's permission. One cannot just get into. Baulastami, it is allowed, but with the permission of your Siksha or Diksha Guru. So that's the. So it's not very cheap and light. So Guru has to bless. Yeah.
I see many people going and taking dip into this Radha Kund as well, especially the cleaning phase. There is so many people are there. So is there any repercussion or anything for them, or how does it work?
Well, I mean, the example that you are looking at, it may be possible somebody can jump in the Radha Kund and may get wet or have a bath externally, but the mercy won't come to you, because of your heart being like a rock. So the mercy would permeate only if you have a consciousness that is of that level. Of course, I mean, there are many rules and regulations of living in a dhamma, because anything wrong that you do or any rules that you break, it's more sinful while they are in dhamma. So I think that's one should be very conscious of. But then there are there are some windows of opportunity that we can use, like as Prabhu said, those could be always used to take the opportunity of that. So I think that's what is my understanding. Yeah, thank you so much. Any other questions? All right. Well, Shri Radha Kunda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Premanandi, Hari Bol.
We have to go there for the Arati. So please go to that room. We'll shift everything to the new time.
No. Yes, yes.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने
Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
नमः विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी इति नामिने
Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यादेशतारिणे
Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paskatya Deshadarini
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shrivas Adi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Chaitanya,
Prabhu Nityananda
Nityananda,
Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe. राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe.
राधे राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे 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 गोविंद गोविंद राधे
Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jayo Radha Madan Mohan Radhe
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Jayo Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe Prabhupada, 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 Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Ashtottara Shata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrind Ki Namacharya Srila Ardas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की वृंदावन धाम की नवद्वीप धाम की यमुना देवी गंगा देवी तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की बृहत मृदंगा की हरिनाम संकीर्तन की सामवेद भक्त वृंद की गौर प्रेमानंदे all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glorious assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, all glories to Srila Prabhupada ki, Hare Krishna Temple of Austin ki, Kartik Mahine ki, Gaur Premanande. Yeah. You want me to do? Yeah. So we are going to do Damodar Ashtakam and then Narsinga prayers. Should we start, Prabhuji? Please, I would love it. Thank you. Yes, you can. Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Namamishwaram Sachidanandarupam Lasat Kundalam Gokule Brajamanam Yashodabhiyolushaladhavamanam Paramrishtam Matyantato Drutagopya Rudantam Muhurnetrayugmam Rijantam Karam Bhojayugmena Satankanetra श्वासकं पात्रीरेकाङ्ककान्था स्थिताग्रैव दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
मुमुश्वासकं पात्रीरेखाङ्ककान्था श्रीरङ्गं दामोदरं भक्तिबद्धम्
इति दृक्ष्वा लीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वघोषं नीमाजान्तामख्यापयान्ताम्
इतिक्ष्वरिरन्दिरन्दारकुन्दे स्वघोषं निमज्जन्तमाज्ञापयन्तम्
तडीयेषिताज्ञेषु भक्तैर्जिता त्वां पुनः प्रेमातस्तं श्रद्धावृत्तिवन्दे
पर्याश्रितदेशं बद्धकुलादिवन्दं पुनः प्रेमरस्तां सदा विवन्दे
वरं देवा मोक्षं न मोक्षां वधिं वा न चाण्यं व्रीनेऽहं वरेशादपीहा
देवमोक्षं न मोक्षं देवं न सन्त्यं
इदं ते वपुरनाथ गोपालबालं सदा मे मनस्याविराष्टं किमन्याय
इदं देवपुन्नाथ गोपालबालं सदा नेमस्य वीरस्तं किमन्याय
इदं ते मुखाम्भोजं मत्यन्तनिलयैर्वृतं कुन्तालैस्निग्धारक्तैश्च गोप्या
इदं ते मुक्तं भोजतन्तनि
मुहुश्चुम्बितं बिम्बारक्ताधरं मे मनस्य विराष्टं मालं लक्षलाभ्ये
मुहुं त्वं दिदं वेदं रक्तं धनं मे मनस्य विरस्तं मालं भक्ष्यवन्ति
नमो देवा दामोदरानन्तविष्णु प्रसिद्ध प्रभो दुःखजलाब्धिमग्नम्
नमो देवा दामोदरं विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुःखरङ्गं
कृपादृष्टिवृष्ट्यातिदिनं बतानु गृहाणि शमं मग्यं मेध्यक्षिदृश्याय
दीपादृष्टिवस्यादिनं भरानु
कुबेरात्मजौ बद्धा मूर्तैव यद्वत् त्वया मुचितौ भक्ति भजौ कृतौ च
कुबेरात्मजं बाले मुराज्यवित्वा दयामोचितं भक्ति भजावृता च
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं श्वाकं मे प्रयाचा न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेहा
तथा प्रेम भक्तिं स्वकं मे प्रयच्छ न मोक्षे ग्रहो मेऽस्ति दामोदरेह
नमस्ते स्तु धाम्ने स्फुरदीप्तिधाम्ने त्वदीयोदरायाथा विश्वास्य धाम्ने
नमः कृष्णधाम्ने शूरविद्धिधाम्ने रजोदारयात्रा विश्वस्य धाम्ने
नमो राधिकायै त्वादिया प्रियायै नमो नान्तालीलायै देवाय तुभ्यं
नमो राधिकाय प्रियाये नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं
नमो राधिकायै त्वादिया प्रियायै नमो नान्तालीलायै देवाय तुभ्यं
नमो राधिकाय प्रियाये नमो नन्दलीलाय देवाय तुभ्यं
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे हरे
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राम राम
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राम राम राम
जय राधा दामोदर राधा दामोदर राधे
जय राम
जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय श्री राधे
जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा
जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा जय दामोदरा
बोलो श्री श्री राधा दामोदर की कार्तिक महीने की गौर प्रेमानंदे Now let's seek protection from Lord Nrsimhadev before we head to announcements and prasad. Namaste Narasimhaya
नमस्ते नारसिंहाय
Namaste Narasimhaya
नमस्ते नारसिंहाय
प्रहलाद लाद दायिने
राधादायिने
हिरण्याकाशी पूर्वक्षः
हिरण्याकाशिपूर्वक्षः
शिलातनकानकालाये
शिवकाङ्कानकाराय
हितो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो
हितो नृसिंहो वरदो नृसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नरसिंहो
यतो यतो यामि ततो नृसिंहो
बहिर्नरसिंहो हृदये नरसिंहो
बहिर्नृसिंहो हृदये नृसिंहो
नरसिंहमदिं शरणं प्रपद्ये
नरसिंह
कर कमलवरे नाकाम् अद्भुत शृङ्गाम् ललिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृङ्गाम् केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरिरूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधीश नरहरिरूपः जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव
जय नरसिंहरे जय नरसिंहरे जय नरसिंहरे जय नरसिंहरे
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय प्रहलाद महाराज
जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद
प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव
नरसिम्हा भगवान की जय प्रहलाद महाराज की जय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. So on behalf of Satyarupa Gauranga Prabhu, today I'm going to make a few announcements. Since we are all sitting, we'll just continue so we spend less time in standing and sitting. So first thing is we are excited to announce His